Body language can often tell you a lot about someone's thoughts and feelings. Here are 11 common signs that a woman may be interested in you. 1. Eye contact. Eye contact is one of the strongest signs of attraction. When a woman is interested in you, she will often make an effort to keep eye contact. This behavior comes from a deep-seated psychological mechanism. Here are some of the many reasons why making eye contact is a strong sign of interest, connection, and attraction. Keeping eye contact with you is a sign that she is paying attention and interested in what you have to say. When someone is interested in someone else, they naturally want to connect with and understand that person. Better eye contact helps to connect and shows that she is fully present in the moment. An extended gaze while keeping eye contact. Seeing that she looks at you for a little longer than normal is a good sign. If she looks at you with her eyes wide open, it means she is interested and at ease with you. It also means she wants to keep talking to you and explore the link. Dilation of the pupils, more dilation of the pupils. People who are attracted to someone often have pupils that get bigger. This is an automatic physiological response that happens because of increased arousal and interest. If you notice her pupils getting bigger while you're talking, it's a good sign that she's feeling attracted. Frequent glances. If she glances at you a lot and then looks away when you catch her, this could also be a sign of attraction. These quick, repeated glances show that she's interested in you, but might be shy or nervous about making long-term eye contact. When she looks at you, pay attention to whether her eyes light up or crinkle at the edges. This is often a sign of real happiness and interest. If someone is really happy to see you, their whole face, including their eyes, will show it. Happiness on purpose eye, intentional eye contact. If she looks at you first when something funny or interesting happens in a group, it means she wants to share the moment with you and is interested in how you react. Adding another smile. There are many ways that body language can show that someone is interested in you, but smiling is one of the clearest and most powerful. When someone is really interested in you, their smile goes beyond just being nice or friendly and shows how they feel inside. Specifics, real EXP expression. A real smile, which is sometimes called a Duen smile, involves more than just the lips. It's known for being real. This kind of smile shows that you are truly enjoying being with the other person. Length of time and frequency. Watch how often and for how long she smiles when she's with you. A woman who likes you might smile more often and for longer amounts of time, especially when you're talking and there are moments of mutual interest. Engagement and contextual cues. The situation in which the smile shows is very important. If she leans in towards you, makes eye contact, or lightly touches you along with her smile, it makes it more likely that she is interested in you. And mental connection. A smile shows that you care about her feelings and want to connect with her. It also shows that she is comfortable and happy around you, which are both important signs of third attraction. Is a mirror. Reflecting is an interesting form of non-verbal communication that often shows a deep subconscious connection between two people. If someone mirrors your actions, gestures, or even posture, it's likely that they're trying to connect with you on a deeper level. This is because people tend to like and feel more comfortable with people who mirror them, being around people who are like them. When someone is drawn to someone else, their body naturally mirrors their actions to say, "I like you and I want to be more like you." When a woman mirrors your actions, it can show up in many ways, such as through gestures and movements. She might copy your hand movements, gestures, or even the way you sit or stand. For example, if you lean forward a little during a talk, she might speak in the same way without realizing it. To mirror someone, you can copy their speech patterns, like the tone of their voice, the speed at which they speak, or even certain words they use. This can make both people feel comfortable and at ease. Mirroring can also happen when people are expressing their feelings. If you smile, she might smile back, almost at the same time, showing that you feel connected to her and how you're feeling. Mirroring is often subtle and unconscious, which makes it a reliable sign of real interest and attraction. It shows that she is paying close attention to you and is actively trying to connect with you on a non-verbal level. Number 4. I touched her hair. Seeing a woman touch or play with her hair while you're around is one of the small but telling signs that she might be interested in you. She may be doing this unconsciously to draw attention to herself or make herself look better. Here's why it matters and what it could mean. Touching her hair can be a form of preening, which is when someone changes how they look to make themselves more attractive to someone they find attractive. Hair is an important part of personal grooming, and when someone touches or plays with it, especially in a flirtatious way, it can mean they want to be noticed and look their best. It's important to think about frequency and context. Watch how often she touches her hair. If she does it often or in certain ways when she interacts with you, it could be a sign of attraction. For example, if she starts playing with her hair when you walk in the room or while you're talking, it could mean that she's trying to get your attention. The way she touches her hair can also give you clues. Lightly running your fingers through your hair or twirling a strand can be more indicative of attraction than a simple adjustment made out of discomfort. These small, deliberate movements are often unconscious attempts to appear more alluring, especially when you're nervous or flirting. Nervousness can also cause hair touching, especially in stressful situations, but when you're attracted, it tends to be more intentional and come with other positive body language cues like smiling or making long eye contact. It's important to look at the person's general attitude and behavior to correctly interpret the 5th gesture, which is leaning in. When someone leans towards you during a conversation, it's often a subtle but powerful sign of interest and attraction. This body language action is more than just being close. It shows that the person wants to connect with you on an emotional and psychological level. Information and explanation, interest and engagement. Leaning in shows that she is paying attention to what you are saying and is actively participating in the conversation. Being close to you shows that she values the contact and wants to build a stronger bond with you. According to social psychology, leaning in is a form of non-verbal reinforcement because it shows that she is open to you and your presence, which are both important parts of attraction. Comfort and trust. Leaning in also shows a level of comfort and trust. When someone is attracted to someone, they often subconsciously want to be close to them to feel more linked and close attention and purpose. She leans in on purpose to show that she is giving you her full attention. By doing this, she shows that she values the moment and wants to make you feel more like a person. When you connect with someone, leaning in is most effective when seen with other body language cues like open posture, eye contact, and a smile. When these signals line up, it makes it more likely that she likes being with you and is attracted to you. Number 6. Open body language. If someone likes you, their body language is one of the best ways to tell. Open body language includes postures and gestures that show someone is open, interested, and at ease in your company. Here's how to read open body language as a sign of direct facing. Drawn to direct facing. If a woman likes you, she will probably turn her body to face you directly. This means that her shoulders and hips will be aligned with yours instead of being turned away or at an angle somewhere else. She is paying attention to you and the talk because her body is aligned in this way. Arms and legs not crossed. Crossing your arms and legs can be a defensive or closed-off sign. On the other hand, uncrossed arms and legs show that you are interested in talking to her and that she is open to it. It also shows that she is comfortable and at ease in your company, which is a good sign. Drawn to. During a talk, leaning towards you is another important part of open body language. This shows that she wants to be closer to you and is interested in what you have to say. It's also possible to feel close and connected when you lean in, which are both signs of flushing. Drawn to movements that are calm. Pay attention to how she moves her hands when she talks to you. Natural, relaxed movements like open palms or expressive hand movements can show that she is comfortable and emotionally connected. These movements can add to what you say and make the attraction stronger overall. Open body language and facial emotions are two very important parts of her performance. A sincere smile that reaches her eyes, also known as a Duchamp smile, is a strong sign of attraction. Look for other positive facial expressions, such as raised eyebrows, a softened gaze, and the occasional mirroring of your expressions. All of these things lead to a good interaction. Number 8. Pinking up. Blushing is a physical reaction that can often show how someone is feeling, especially when they're drawn to someone. If a woman blushes around you, it's a strong sign that she's having a strong emotional response, which could be due to attraction or excitement. More blood flow to the cheeks makes them redden, which is what blushing is. This response happens automatically and usually happens when someone is embarrassed, shy, or aroused in the context of attraction. People who find someone attractive may subconsciously blush when they feel self-conscious or nervous around that person. If a woman blushes around you, it means that you have had a noticeable effect on her emotions. It may happen along with other signs of attraction, like long-term eye contact, smiling, or playful touching. The intensity and length of the blush change from person to person and scenario to situation. Some people blush lightly, giving their cheeks a hint of pink. Others may blush strongly, making their cheeks look red. To understand redness as a sign of attraction, you have to think about the bigger picture of the exchange. If she blushes when you praise her or talk to her in a personal way, it probably means she feels connected to you or good about herself. However, it's important to look at her blushing along with her other body language and words to get a good idea of how she feels. Liking or biting your lips. Number 9. An interest. Liking or biting your lips. Lip biting or licking is a subtle but possibly revealing behavior that can show how someone is feeling about you. It's not always obvious, and people do it unconsciously all the time, so it's a good way to figure out how someone is feeling without them saying a word. 1. Subconscious nervous energy. When someone is attracted to someone else, they may feel nervous or excited when they are around them. This emotional state can show up physically, causing them to do things like biting or licking their lips. These actions are often a way to release nervous energy and can show how someone is feeling about the situation. Things to think about. Relevance to the situation. When to bite or lick your lips depends on the situation. It usually happens during times of intense emotion or private conversations where there is visible nervous tension. Biting or licking your lips is a way to relax or stimulate yourself when you are stressed or nervous in a romantic or flirty setting. Attraction and the desire to look put together can cause people to change their appearance, including their lips, when they are attracted to someone. This can be done by touching or subtly grooming, like smoothing lips or putting on lip balm, their lips to make them look more attractive. It's important to look at lip biting or licking in the context of a person's other body language and spoken language. While it can be a sign of attraction, it should be seen in the same light as other behaviors like long-lasting eye contact, smiling, and open body language to get a more complete picture. Number 10. Using things to play. If someone is interested in you, they might show nervous energy by doing small things like playing with things. This behavior usually involves fidgeting with things like a pen, glass, or necklace. Touching or adjusting these things over and over again can be a subconscious way of dealing with stress or joy. For example, playing with things is often a subconscious behavior, which means the person may not even be aware they're doing it. It's a way to calm down or get rid of worried energy, showing that you're interested in social psychology. This behavior is often linked to attraction because the person is juggling their own feelings and interacting with you at the same time. Nerves or thrills? Lots of fun. It is important to think about the situation in which this behavior happens. For example, if someone is normally calm but starts fidgeting when they are with you or during certain exchanges, it could mean that they are feeling very attracted to you. Hint from observing watch to see if the person moves around more when you're around compared to other times, and if they seem more or less at ease. Antsy around other people, but not when they're with you, it could mean they're interested in eyes swollen 11. Dilated pupils. When someone is interested in another person, their body often reacts in subtle, uncontrollable ways. One of these is pupil dilation. The autonomic nervous system, especially the sympathetic nervous system, is activated, which causes this physiological response. The sympathetic nervous system controls the body's fight-or-flight reaction and is involved in the arousal physiological response. Scientifically called midras, pupil dilation happens when the muscles in the iris contract or relax, changing the size of the pupil. This happens because when someone is interested in or aroused by someone else, the brain releases chemicals like dopamine and norepinephrine, which change mood as well as physical responses, such as pupil size. Better visual awareness. Larger pupils let more light into the eyes, which improves vision and makes it easier to see what the person is interested in. This physiological response has evolved to help us find and interact with possible mates or partners. Because pupil dilation is mostly unconscious and hard to consciously control, when someone's pupils dilate in the presence of another person, it usually means they are interested or attracted to them. This makes pupil dilation a reliable indicator of how someone is feeling because it doesn't take into account conscious attempts to hide emotions. It's important to think about the situation and timing of pupil dilation. While it's a clear sign of attraction, it can also happen in response to other things like low light, drugs, or some medical conditions. For this reason, looking at this sign along with other body language cues gives you a more accurate picture. Differences between people and cultures. Cultural norms and individual differences can affect how pupil dilation is understood. For example, prolonged eye contact with dilated pupils may be seen differently in some cultures than in others. Also, everyone has a different baseline pupil size, so what is considered dilated can be different for each person